Well, even though it feels like the midterm elections were just yesterday, attention is already on the presidential election in 2024.
The election is 696 days away. But both parties and their supporters are weighing in on who should be the candidates. Grant Herms live tonight. This conversation, though, right now starts with President Biden and former President Trump, doesn't it, Grant?
It really does. It starts at the very top. You know, former President Trump said he's already going to run. President Biden has hinted he'll be running in 2024. But the big question is, do voters want to see a repeat of 2020? And at least right now in Michigan, that does not seem to be the case.
The new poll from Epic MRA, commissioned by Nexstar Media Group, showing voters unhappy with both presumptive nominees for 2024. President Biden underwater with Michigan Democrats, only 24% saying they want Biden to run again, 60% saying they want someone else. The polling comes as state Democrats showed enthusiasm in 2022, just electing a Democratic governor to a second term and flipping the state legislature for the first time since 1984. Longtime friend of the president, Representative Debbie Dingell, had this to say when asked about the poll.
I think that we all have to do a better job of communicating what we are getting done. If Joe Biden chooses to run again, he's going to have very strong support here in the state of Michigan.
On the Republican side, it isn't much better. Only 35% of Michigan Republicans want former President Trump to run, although only 47% said they would prefer someone else. For the former president, those numbers come as his hand-picked candidates lost by wide margins to Democrats in Michigan, but also other pivotal swing states. And the state Republican Party, just days after the election, sending out this poll of their own to voters, asking who they'd like to see on the ticket, adding Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott to the short list.
Now, we did reach out to both parties today for interviews or a comment, but didn't get response back from either. One of the interesting things in this poll is that 7 out of 10 voters overall said they want to see new candidates on both sides of the aisle here in Devon. In a year where we've seen Democratic leaders dodge the question about whether the president should run again, and there's clear infighting in the state Republican Party, it is also clear that both parties have a lot of soul searching to do here in those next 600 plus days you mentioned at the very top.
That's exactly right. 2 years. All right, Grant.